Greetings YouTube and welcome to the Blue Corner, which is some Cardfight OCG tournament results. Astral Force has been out for a bit. Unfortunately, we only have the one tournament to go off of, as the remaining tournaments for part 1 of Astral Force got cancelled due to the coronavirus outbreak. So that's why I didn't put a video up last week. I was hoping to get more than just this one team and put it in this week's video, but yeah, shit happens. So that said, we only have just the one thing to talk about for Astral Force Part 1. Part 2 starts this week when the new ban list kicks in and Narukami, Riviere, and other decks get taken down a peg. So let's just get into it. It is a team tournament, so we'll have more than just 4 decks to talk about here. The Yamato VGCS, 40 teams, 120 people. Vanquisher, Nubatama, Riviere 1, followed by Riviere, Revon, Chronofang, and then you have Vanquisher, Astral Poets, Riviere, and then Claret Sword, Riviere, Revon bringing it up. And as far as the numbers go, Riviere was the most played deck in the room by 28 people, then 2 Pacifica, 24 Vanquisher, 15 Chronofang, which is kind of surprising because I figured people would play Gears because people do like the deck, but I figured the numbers would be much less because it's not Jet. But I guess people were just really eager to play Gears. But only the one got in here, though, so take that with a grain of salt. 12 Aqua Force, 7 Tachikaze. That is definitely not going to be the case next week. 6 Angel Feather, 5 Genesis and Dark Irregulars, 4 Pale Moon and Murakumo, 3 Great Nature, and then 1 Link Joker, Nova Grappler, Shadow Paladin, Royal Paladin, and Nubatama. So the one Shadow player got in there, and I'm assuming the Claret's record is decent because once we get to the records, you'll see that the Riviere player here didn't really do well. Anyway, so first place team, Narukami went 7-1, BT went 7-1, and Nubatama went unknown. Probably not very well, and it was too embarrassed to publish the results. So yeah, Narukami and BT carried here. And yeah, so that's it for first place team. Not much to really say here. I'm not a fan of builds that don't play for Voltex and not for Phoenix, and especially for things like Zuitan, but it's kind of a moot point because the new list is going to require you to cut Choho to make room for other stuff. Then you got your second place. Narukami went unknown, but probably well. Genesis went 5-3, and BT went 5-2. Wait, that's probably 6-2. I just made a typo there. So here's your first place second place Narukami. Second place Genesis. So as far as this build goes, you might have noticed he's playing a very heavy grade 3 and 5 lineup. He's only playing 8 grade 2s. Makes sense, as all he's playing are the good ones. And then only 2, I think that's Atlas. The one that goes into the soul to draw a card and give yourself a force. But that also makes sense because your new grade 1 has the ability to get 2 grade 3s and then give yourself a force, while also building up soul for new Uranus. He is still playing Astraeos Dragon because this build definitely wants to have more than just 8 poets so that you can resolve this guy and also be able to get that potential Valkyrie stand. And then his lineup is just 4 heals, 4 draws, and 8 crits. And then you've got Riviere here going 6-2. I should point that out once again. Then you have the third place team of BT 6-2, Aquaforce 6-2, and Gear Chronicle 1-7. Yeah, that's why I said yikes in here, because the one Gear player did see play, at least on a team, but it didn't do well at all. Holy shit. I imagine what happened was, since, at least if we go off of that one team tournament, a lot of Naru players tend to be in the 3rd slot, and I don't think Fang does that well against Narus, if I may be honest. So that's probably what happened here. So here's your BT, here's your Aquas, and here's your Gear Chronicle. This is probably a lesson on how not to build a deck, I guess, because what's he doing here? So he's got the 4 Rebellion, the 4 Fang, and the 1 Lost Legend, so he has a decent amount of 3s. He's got 4 of the good card, the 1 double R, that's I think $20 over there. Like, this card's expensive, but not because of this deck. I think it's expensive because of Fang height. And then you've got the rounding bits of support. Is he even playing the Chrono Fang grade 2? No, he's not. Isn't it a triple rare too? So they're not even playing the Chrono Fang 2. They're just playing the Extra Drive 2, the other grade 2, and that's it. Huh. Yeah, not much else to say. Just that's a big oof to go 1-7 in your debut tournament, and all the other Gear Chronicle players didn't make appearances. So that might be a little telling about Fang's situation. And then lastly, we have our 4th place team of Shadows, BT, and Aquas. BT went 4-4, Aquas went 7-1. So I'm assuming then that the Claret Sword did do well, probably 5-3 or 6-2. So here's your Claret Sword deck. This will definitely see more play in the new format, as I've been told, it matches decently into Nars if it goes first, because you have that potential to just do the Claret Sword restand play while they're still on 2. So that'll be a matchup to be prepared for. Let's see, what is it? I think this is the Morion Spear. I believe that's the most expensive card in the deck, just as a heads up. Then you got Riviere and Revon, also a deck that will be doing very well in the new format. And that's it for Astral Force Part 1, where basically it was more of the same. Genesis did something, and Gears made an appearance, but it was carried by its teammates, which is, again, a big ouch. I think Fang will continue to see play, as it will likely replace Tachikaze as that if it goes first in high rolls, it can kill you type deck. And then Genesis, I think, will see its middling amount of play once every Blue Moon, but otherwise I think most people will just opt to play Narukami, Aqua Force, Shadow Paladin, BT, and I'm trying to think of other relevant decks that were being held down by Riviere, truth be told. I mean, DI might see a spike in play too, and yeah, that's about all I can really think of off the top of my head. I mean, we'll probably also see Mordred see some play too, so both Shadow Paladin variants running around. But that's all for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll actually have some more results in the coming weeks, but we'll just have to see what the coronavirus allows Japan to do. Until next time, this is Boostar89, checking out.